This is a performance video of Killer Joe by Benny Golson. I'm going to go through and play it for you first. This is a tune where we're using 5-note mixed voicings. So you'll hear a bass track and the melody, and I'll be comping along using the 5-note mixed voicings. I'll show you how to do that in a variety of different ways. Then we'll go ahead and play it together, and then I'll give you a chance to play it on your own using the different types of mixed voicings. So let's go ahead and listen to it first, and then we'll walk through it. So here it goes. Ready? I'll play it for you first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so these are 5-note mixed voicings. For the most part, the chords you're going to want to be most interested in are this C dominant chord at the beginning and the B flat dominant chord, which is the second chord. That pattern continues on back and forth throughout the entire piece. Then we'll talk about the bridge in a moment. First, let's look at a 5-note mixed voicing for a C dominant ninth chord. For C dominant ninth chord, remember we can play 3 and 7 in our left hand and then build stack fourths from the ninth. This is one way to voice your C dominant ninth in a mixed modal voicing. If I were to go to the B flat dominant chord, I could just take everything down a whole step. 3, 7, and then stacked fourths from the ninth. C, F, and B flat. So the harmonic pattern is going to look like this in the first two chords. Let's go ahead and play through that first A section just using these two chords. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, play. Good. Now the other voicing for a 5-note mix for a C dominant chord would not be starting from the 3rd and the 7th, but starting from the 7th. 7 and 3, B flat and E. If this is the case, then your right hand is going to play stacked fourths from the 6th or the 13th, A, D, and G, thus giving you a really nice C 13th voicing. The B flat 13 is just all of these notes down a whole step. A flat, D, G, C, and F. Let's go ahead and play through the first A section using this inversion of the 5-note mixed modal voicing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, play. Good. And by the way, this rhythm that I'm using is actually called the Killer Joe rhythm because it's specifically the rhythm that's used on this tune. It actually comes from the Charleston rhythm, 1 and the and of 2. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 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 Let's look at some other mixed modal voicings for this C dominant and B flat dominant chord. We have this one right now. And the first one looked like this. Well, because the left hand is just an inversion of itself, E and B flat, or B flat and E, we can actually cross our hands and get sort of a condensed version of this mixed modal voicing. So let's look at this one, B flat and E, D, G, C. I like to actually physically play it like this with my hands crossed. Some people like to actually uncross the hands so it looks like this. But really what this voicing is 7 and 3 in the left hand and the 9, 5, and 1 in the right. Here's your C ninth chord, and there's your B flat ninth chord. Let's go ahead now and play these two chords through the A section using this 5-note mixed crossed voicing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, we have one other crossed voicing we can use, and that was this one, E and B flat, D, G, C. The right hand can be taken and moved down to be the 13th, 9, and 5. A, D, G. Gives you a nice biting, tight sound. And here's the B flat chord. Let's try working through the A section using this tight, crossed 5-note mixed voicing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, play. Okay. Now let's work through the A section where we do four bars of each voicing. We'll start with this one. We'll move to the higher voicing. Then we'll move to the higher crossed voicing. And then the lower crossed voicing. 2 A sections, 4 measures apiece of each voicing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, play. Higher voicing. The higher crossed voicing. And the lower crossed voicing. Okay. Now we can also do other things rhythmically, but we'll come back to the A section in a moment. Let's look at the bridge now. The first chord is E half diminished. Well, if you remember from your readings, you remember that the E half diminished chord is really the same as a C ninth chord. So our E half diminished voicing, E, B flat, D, G, and C. Okay. Then we can take that entire voicing up a minor third, and that gives us our A alt chord. From here on out, it's lots of 2 5s and dominant chords. The E flat minor chord, 3, 7, 9, 5, 1. There's E flat dominant. A flat dominant is right here, moving 1 pitch only. The entire voicing moves up a half step to the A7, G, C sharp, F sharp, B, and E, and back down again to the A flat, G flat, C, F, B flat, and E flat. For E minor, it's very close right here. There's 3 and 7, 9, 5, and 1. G, D, F sharp, B, and E. To get to the A7, a short move right here gives you an A13th chord. So let's look at all those chords again. E half diminished, looking a lot like a C9. Everything moves up a minor third to the A alt. E flat minor is right here. And A flat dominant is right here. All the notes move up to get to the A dominant. All the notes move down to get to the A flat dominant. E minor is right here, 3, 7, 9, 5, 1. And the A dominant is right here, a half step down from the 7th to the 3rd. Let's try that slowly now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try putting the whole piece together now. I'll play a couple of measures, and then I'll let you have a couple of measures, and we'll go back and forth comping on this piece. You can also free it up rhythmically if you like, but remember to stay to these 5-note mixed voicings, either the open type or the mixed type. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, play. Now you play. Tight voicings. Now you play. And here's the bridge. And you played the last day. Okay, good job. Now we can also tighten up the voicings on the bridge. Here was our E half diminished chord, but remember, since that's the same as a C dominant chord, we could tighten up the voicing like this. E, B flat, A, D, G. Remember that entire voicing goes up a minor third, looking like this. G, C sharp, C, F, B flat. That's an A alt chord. A tight voicing of the E flat minor would look like this. G flat, D flat, B flat, E flat, A flat. And here's the A flat chord. G flat, C, B flat, E flat, A flat. Everything moves up a half step and back down a half step. And here's the tight E minor voicing. G, D. Would actually be right here. Yes, right there. G, D, B, E, A. Just some other things to think about and to work on. So I hope you have fun working on Killer Joe. Work on the comping. Make sure you keep that Killer Joe rhythm steady, but then try to mix it up for a while. And good luck on that bridge, too. I look forward to hearing it from you. Good luck on Killer Joe.